Hello, folks, and welcome to the channel update for July 2016. First and foremost, there's going to be changes coming in the formatting. So the major thing that you're going to see is there's probably Let's Plays probably are not going to be daily for the specific game. They'll be split up a little bit. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say we've got Let's Plays A and B going. A might happen on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, with B being on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm still experimenting with it. Depending on how it is, I might split it up more, I might split it up less. Really long games like Witcher and Dark Souls, stuff like that, might end up still being daily just so it doesn't take an entire year to get the game out. But I want to do that so that it gives me a little bit more time to focus on some other things. Speaking of other things, I want to get back to doing more Let's Tries and VR Displayed. I like to hit at least 1 to 2 of those a week separately. So 1 to 2 Let's Tries a week, 1 to 2 VR Displayed per week. I also am going to start playing less very popular games and more indie games, doing full Let's Plays, not just for that. You can actually see that I've already started with Shadwin. I'd like to keep doing that. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play any AAA games. Like, I definitely want to play Doom. I definitely want to play some of this DLC that we'll talk about in a second. But I definitely want to... I really just want to start focusing more on getting more people to the channel. That doesn't mean I'm going to sell out. I'm not going to start screaming at the mic and having a face cam and overreacting to everything and doing unboxing and all these other things that are, in my opinion, god-awful on YouTube. But there are things that I would like to do to get more people in. And long Let's Plays just do not do that. Most people are not interested in that. So I'd like to mix it up some. But I do not want to stop doing Let's Plays because I love doing Let's Plays. I know most of you are here for that kind of thing anyway. And like I say, I don't want to stop doing them. So I'm not going to stop doing them. But there's other things I want to do to get new folks in. I also planning on starting a new series, or I guess a new show, or... I don't know what you would call it. Basically, the idea is where I play, it's a one-shot video of one game, and it's something weird, like either really bad or just really bizarre, really funny type of game, and I just make commentary on it. This will be more edited generally, unless the game is super short. It'll probably be more heavily edited. I want to shoot to having it 10 to 15 minutes, no longer than 16 to 17 minutes tops if I can. But shooting more for the 10 to 15 minute range. Again, more heavily edited, focusing on, just like I said, just weird, funny, off the wall games that I wouldn't do a Let's Try on, but I think could be funny and entertaining for people to watch. So you'll expect to see more of that. In fact, I've got one recorded now, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to look out for that in particular. I also want to work on a schedule. Did you say that before? Yes, I did say that before. I want to work on an actual schedule that I stick to and have on like the About page or something. I am going to work on that. I haven't done it yet, but I kind of want to nail down what I'm doing more. Also, that one series, I'm taking suggestions for names for that one series, for like where I just do one game. Again, the idea is they're short, 10 to 15 minutes. They're weird, funny, odd, bad games, and it'll mostly be me making fun of it, or just making jokes, or just my observations on it. It's more of an entertaining, comical thing than informational. I'm still trying to come up with a name for it. But that's most of the changes. As far as Let's Plays, Shadwin is the only definitely new Let's Play that's going on. I don't know what else I'm going to play this month. Now, I know some people want me to do Witcher 3 and Fallout DLC, and I'm going to get to it, but I need a break from RPGs. So maybe next month, but yeah, July I would like to be RPG free if at all possible. Dark Souls 3 is done. I've beat the game. There's only a few more parts left, I believe. That will continue to be daily. Overwatch, the 60 minutes of Overwatch is done. I don't have any specific plans to do more videos for Overwatch. But I probably will do some at some point, or at least stream it. Ninja Turtles, I mentioned I was going to do that before, Mutants in Manhattan. I am not going to do that. I bought the game, and in short, it was bad, so I did a refund. Also, continuing will be Don't Starve. Don't Starve Together. We're in season or session 4. So, one last thing. We hit 10,000 subs. And then we lost 10,000 subs because YouTube did yet another subscriber purge and I lost like 300 subs. So I'm back down to needing like 200 something. So hooray. So we get to hit 10,000 subs twice. That's pretty awesome, I guess. Anyway, that's the short version. Anybody who doesn't want to hear the more in-depth stuff, definitely feel free to tune out now. And again, I forgot a question. That's fine. If you have any other comments, anything in the anything you want to say, leave it in the comments below. So for those of you who want to stick around, kind of hear some of my general thoughts about this, the big reason for these changes is, as I said, I want to start pulling in more folks. But I don't want to sell out. There's always that line you've got a hug, right? Between doing what people want and doing what people would call selling out. Dropping your morals, changing drastically what you would normally be okay with for the sole purpose of bringing in new folks. That's why I have no intention of doing like face cam and where I'm screaming and yelling at the time. Like people joke about that, but I actually I randomly clicked on somebody's Dark Soul video today, and I'm not going to mention who it was. And no, it's not PewDiePie or Markiplier, but it was, I couldn't hardly watch it. It was like he's screaming constantly, yelling, and just like, I know that's popular with a certain viewer/age demographic, but I have got no interest in doing that whatsoever. So you're not going to see that out of me unless I actually, do mean it. But even when I do yell, it's usually because I'm like really mad, and I try not to do it a whole lot. I've been trying to curb my temper recently. But I really want to focus on getting more folks. I really would like to make as I've mentioned multiple times, at some point I would like to make the channel a career, a job. But I need a lot more subscribers to do that. And at the current rates that I'm getting them, I would be about 90 years old before the time I got enough to make a sustainable living doing that. So I want to find some new hooks to get folks in. Like I say, doing long Let's Plays does not do that. Part 56 of Dark Souls 3 isn't going to do that, especially when you're playing games that are very popular, that a lot of other people are doing. The only reason that my Dark Souls 3 and Fallout 4 videos got as many views as they did is because I was doing something a little bit different. And I did that on purpose with Fallout 4. I went with the unarmed build on purpose because I figured not many people would go that route, and people looking for something different or looking for that specific type of build and that type of run would actually be interested in watching it. And it worked out to an extent. Those early videos do very well. And by the way, one of the big reasons you see a lot of these big YouTubers don't do long series is specifically this reason, is because numbers always drop off quickly. Even if you go to somebody who's really big, and if you see they've got a long Let's Play series, the numbers drop drastically for the first 10 or so episodes. After that, it tends to be a more steady decline over time. But those first, especially like those first 4 to 5 videos, the view drops are enormous. No matter who you are, they're going to be dropping a lot. Unless it's something special like Robaz. Robaz does special types of series, not full Let's Plays. I think his stay pretty steady, I think. But if you do a standard, typical, long style, minimal edited Let's Play, they're going to drop a lot. So again, I still love doing them though, and I don't ever really plan on I never plan on stopping them because like I said, I enjoy them the most. It's what I enjoy as a viewer. When I watch people's channels, I don't like edited Let's Plays. I do not like them. There's very, very few people I will watch edited Let's Plays. Robaz is actually one of the very, very few that I will watch. In fact, he's the only one that I can think of offhand that does that I will actually watch. So it's what I like. And it's what I want to keep doing. But like I say, I've got to do things that kind of get the channel out there with the idea that, some people who watch some of these one-offs like Let's Tries or VR Displayed or whatever I'm going to name this weird one-off series that I'm doing, they might check out the other Let's Plays as well. Because it's not all about subscribers, it's about views. And I'm not going to go that in depth. But yeah, that's, like I say, that is why you see a lot of Let's Players suddenly become quote-unquote bored with a game once they've got to like part 10 or so, where they suddenly decide they want to move on. It's because the views have dropped. But, and I don't have a problem with that. I think you should be honest about it, though. Like, be honest that's why you're moving on. But anyway, we're getting to sidetrack, even for the sidetrack. So it's just a new strategy I'm going with. Things might change. And again, the reason I'm doing the split up Let's Play stuff is to give me more time, because I still do have a full-time job. So I can't start running over my own cord with my chair. I lose 40-ish hours out of the week. Well, more than that, like 50-ish hours out of the week. So I don't have infinite time to work on this. So that's why I came up with the idea to split them up, because again, instead of having to put, if I've got 2 series going at a time, even 2 series, that means I need to do 14 videos a day. And especially now that I've switched to doing 30 to 40 minute videos on average, that's even harder to keep up with. Because if you think about it, let's say a 40-minute video 7 times a week. Oh God, that's 320. That's like what, 5 hours or so, give or take? That's just quick, very quick off the cuff math. That's for 1 series. And if you do 2, you just doubled it to 10. I think it's more than that, but you can kind of see that how that gets out of hand very, very quickly. So, and especially when I want to do Let's Tries, I want to do VR displayed stuff, and especially with stuff like Let's Tries and VR displayed, there could be a lot of time just playing those games in the background, like before I start recording, depending on the game. Some Let's Tries I can play for 30 minutes and like, okay, I get this. Other ones I've played 4, 5, 6 hours before I did a Let's Try, before I felt comfortable enough to do a Let's Try. So those can take a lot of time in the background as well. So that's why the format changed. I'm definitely interested in hearing you guys' thoughts. I know some people will probably be disappointed to see some videos go every other day, because I know some folks really like that daily video. I actually prefer, when I'm watching, I prefer that they do daily. But, again, sacrifices have to be made somewhere. And I thought that would be a good place to do it. Shadowin is ongoing. It's also the game in the background of this update. If you like stealth games, definitely check it out. And this is not just shameless self-promotion, even though it partially is. It's a fun game. I'm actually quite liking it so far. I'm quite pleased that this is one of the first more unknown indie games that I've chosen to Let's Play. It's worked out well, because like I said, I'm quite enjoying it. I'm looking at other games. I don't really know what I'm going to play next. Honestly, this month, there's not really any other big games coming out this month that personally I'm interested in. So I'm not sure. I still want to go back. The thing is, it kills me is like there's games like Doom. I really want to play Doom. I even bought Doom when it went on Steam Summer Sale. I really want to play through that. So I might do that this month just to get through it. There's other things that I know I need to catch up on, like Witcher DLC and Fallout DLC, but man alive, I need an RPG break. I feel like I've played nothing but RPGs this year, not counting Overwatch. It feels like that's all I've played, so I really need a break from it. And somebody asked, why didn't I play Styx, which is another stealth game, instead of Shadowin? Well, I kind of answered that already. It's because it's going to have a more chance of getting more people watching. I do want to play Styx, though. That's another game I really want to play. Styx 2 has been announced. It was announced a while back. I don't know if it has a release date yet or not. I want to play that. So what I might do is maybe a month or 2 before Styx comes out, play through Styx 1, and then hop right into Styx 2 when it comes out. We'll see about that. Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. I'm not going to talk a lot about that, but I was really excited for that game. And yeah, I refunded it. It was really bland. It was just really repetitive. It's just not an interesting game at all. It was bad, which is a huge disappointment because it was platinum. So I was really let down by that. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 is done. Overwatch is done. Obviously, I love Overwatch. The competitive mode just got turned on. I don't really plan on doing more videos for it though. Those videos didn't really do all that well, but I would like to stream it. It would just give me a good excuse to play it, and I could just stream it. Maybe have some casual chat while we play some Overwatch. We'll see. Maybe next month. August meeting next month for The Witcher and the Fallout DLC. I definitely plan on doing them, especially the Witcher DLC. I really want to play both of those. So I do plan on doing those. The 10,000 subs things, that was like, I'm a pretty, I don't know, unemotional person. I don't get excited about things typically. So when I hit 10,000 subs, it was cool. Like I was like, oh, cool, 10,000 subs. That's really nice. But losing the 10,000 while annoying, I wasn't like totally like, oh man, that's really a bummer. I was annoyed by it. But I mean, it is what it is. That just means I need to work harder to get them back. Right. I just need to get them, do what I can. What's done is done. You can't do anything about it. Crying's not going to bring those 300 subscribers back. So you might as well just get off your ass and do something. So, part of this whole rearrangement of my schedule is me doing things. And I apologize if you guys, like, I know obviously I've kind of given you the okay to duck out of these, but part of these monthly updates, they're honestly, they're partially for me too, because I just like, me just kind of, not really therapy, but it's just kind of nice to just kind of verbally talk out loud about my plans. And sometimes that actually helps me in my brain to sort things out. But anyway, 10,000 subs, we'll get it again. We'll get it again soon. I don't really have any plans for it, like a special or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, maybe I will. One thing that I saw people doing that I thought was pretty cool was watching their old videos and commenting over them. Kind of like oh God, I hate the reacts thing, but kind of like not really reacting, but just kind of talking about the video, like cringing about how bad they were and making comments. I kind of would like to do that. Like that might be kind of fun because my channel's been around for like 5 years now, over 5 years. And if you go back to some of my old videos like Dead Space 2 and Dragon Age 2, which you shouldn't, they're awful. Like the audio quality is bad. My commentary is terrible. It's bad all around. It's horrible. But it might be funny and just kind of interesting to watch them from a perspective of me commentating over them to like, obviously there's the funny factor of, oh my God, I can't believe how bad I was. But, to kind of give my thoughts, what was going on at the time, things like that. But I don't know. Anyway, you can guys let me know what you think about that in the comments below if you're still awake. I'm just reading my notes. Sorry. But yeah, it's, we'll definitely be doing more, like I said, more indie stuff, more lesser known games that's not going to have everybody and their mother doing let's plays of them. And of course, things are going to be subject to change, which I don't even know how to follow up to that. I guess that was it. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of rambling now. Again, if you can come up with a good name for that series, the new series I'm going to do. And the new video should go up probably today, Friday, because I want to get it up soon because I want to see people's reactions to it. Because it's really short, but it's absolutely absurd. And I hope I don't get hit with a copyright. But anyway, thank you guys for continuing to watch and to subscribe and all that good stuff. As always, give me positive and negative feedback. And if you want to give negative feedback and you're worried that people are going to give you shit, you can private message me. But by the way, if anybody ever gives me negative feedback but isn't a jerk, like if somebody just writes like, oh, you're fucking terrible, dude, kill yourself, then yes, you can feel free to shit on that person. But if somebody says something like, oh, your audio's messed up bad here, or you did this wrong or whatever, don't ever shit on them. Like, I don't want to ever make an environment where people feel like they can't give constructive criticism, which includes negative criticism. So definitely don't ever do that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave comments and I will see you next time.